So like the first topic that we studied was basics of SQL. Then it was SQL in Apex, and then now we are talking about SQL variable binding. SOQL variable binding. Okay. You guys know how to write down an SQL query? You all know, right? You have learned it right now. Write down a query in which I can, so whatever the name I'm passing, if I'm passing a name of Rahul, the record of Rahul should get searched. If I'm writing down the name of Amit, the record of Amit should be searched. So I want to check the condition based on the value that my user is passing, right? I want to compare a value which my user is passing to me in that condition. That's all what I have to do, right? So if every time I have to compare it with Rahul, then I can just simply write down the quotes over there and specify a static value over there as Rahul. But what if my user is providing me a value, and according to that I have to put the condition, or I have to place the where clause, or I have to place the where clause condition. Yeah, where clause. So how are you going to do that? Write down. Okay, so the question is, see again, once again, many of you haven't yet understood the question. So many of the times what happens is that whatever query we want to do it based on the input that our user is giving to us. So imagine I've got a web page in which my user has got this field and there is this button. So whenever he enters anything in here and prints that, like press this button, a list of records matching that particular name comes up in here, right? So the name that the user is providing is basically what we have to compare with the field's name or field's value, right? So the name that I am going to provide over here, if I'm going to provide Shrey, then my query is going to be like, then I cannot just write down the query just like this. Like select name from account where name equals to. So if I want to compare a name right now, I can just put it over here in the yeah, in the quotes. Select name from account where name is equals to, yeah, Amit. So if I'm going to write down, I'm going to hard code a static value in here. This query will always compare it with Amit, no matter what the user is entering. But what I want to do is that the user is providing the value in this string str variable, and I want to compare it with this. So can I just write down str in here? Simply str. Will this work? It will not work. Let's see what will work then. So comparing a static value, let's have a look. So over here, like we are querying the records of contact. Contact has got this first name, last name, and email field that we want to capture or that we want to fetch. And the object from which we want to fetch this is contact, where the first name is equals to John. So it is always this query, whenever this query is going to run, it's going to compare the value with John. But what I want is the value should be compared with what value is coming up in str variable. And again, when you call a method, you pass a parameter. That's the value that the user is going to provide to you, right? So for that, how can we compare the values dynamically? This is how we can do that. Select first name, comma last name, comma email from contact where first name is equals to str. But before str, there is something. Have a look. What is it? Colon. Why? Because the variable names that we have got in the Apex program cannot be identified inside the SQL query unless until we specify this colon. I mean, it's not gonna compare any Apex variables value, or it's not gonna understand that. So it's gonna be like, what is this str? What is this str? It's not gonna understand if you'll just write down str over here. But when you write down colon, it will search for that str variable in the Apex program in which this query is getting executed, right? So this is how you compare the values dynamically, and which is basically called as SQL variable binding. I mean, you want to use multiple variables, like, or last name equals to str2, something like this. This is what you're saying. This is allowed. Like use as many variables in the Apex in the SQL query as you want, but all what you have to take care of is the colon. It should be like it should start with a colon if it is an Apex variable that you want to use inside the SQL query. And let me tell you why. When this will get executed, when this program will get executed, this str, this colon str is going to be replaced by the value which is there in the str. So if there is John over there, it will be replaced by John. If there is Paul over there, it will be replaced by Paul. So the first name is going to be compared with Paul if there is Paul in str. If there is John in str, so it will be compared with John. That's all what it is. It can have only one value at a single time. No? It's a string. It's a string. It can have only one value at a single time. I don't know. Why do you want to pass array? There is in for that. We're going to talk about it later. If there is a mismatch of data type, it will throw an error at the runtime. Getting it? And most of the time, when you talk about Salesforce database or any of the database, the values are in string or in text format only. Like, I mean, if it is something else that you're trying to compare with string, it's going to give a runtime error. Okay, let's. Right now, in this case, it's not going to compile. See, but if I mean this is also not going to compile. Again, the same error. But if there is a string s, if you're trying, so it depends. Like, I mean, if you're trying to compare a string with an ID and that string is not legitimate, again the same thing. Is it clear to everyone? Like how to compare the values dynamically with the help of SQL variable binding. So if you want to bind a variable in like an Apex variable with an SQL query, you'll have to use colon before that name. That's all what it is.